Russia's military says it's used hypersonic missiles against Ukraine. This has not been confirmed, but if true, it would be the first time they've been utilized since this war began.
The Russians are saying that they have used them. What they say is, according to the Interfax news agency, that it used them on Saturday to destroy a large underground depot for missiles and aircraft ammunition. That was in Ukraine's Ivano-Frankivsk region. Now, the Interfax news agency also goes on to say that it also destroyed Ukrainian military radio and reconnaissance centers near the port city of Odesa as well, using coastal missiles, so something coming from Russian Navy, perhaps.
This was a powerful show of patriotism. In Moscow, Russia's biggest stadium was filled to its 81,000 capacity to celebrate 8 years since the annexation of Crimea, or as it's called here, the reunification. And everywhere the Z, the sign that first appeared on Russian military vehicles in Ukraine and has now become a symbol of support for Russia's war there. It was a stage set for Vladimir Putin, who told the crowd that the United States is using Ukraine to threaten Russia. He said the soldiers fighting there illustrated Russian unity.
Плечо плечом.
Shoulder to shoulder, they help each other, support each other. And when needed, they shield each other from bullets with their bodies like brothers. Such unity we have not had for a long time.
A survey after the first week of the war showed that what the Kremlin calls its special operation in Ukraine was supported by 58% of Russians. There have been attempts to protest against the war, but they are quickly, often brutally suppressed.
Russia has averted state bankruptcy for now, making a crucial interest payment of $117 million. It was unclear whether Moscow could meet its international debt obligations after Western sanctions over the war hobbled its financial dealings. Russia's central bank can't access its foreign dollar reserves and had said it might pay in rubles, which wouldn't have been accepted by creditors. Another dollar-denominated payment is due in 2 weeks, this time for $2 billion. Major ratings agencies have downgraded Russia's credit rating.
The war in Ukraine is making ripples a continent away in Taiwan. Faced with the ever-present threat of a Chinese invasion, the island has raised its alert level. That alert level was demonstrated recently through a military exercise on the island of Dongyin, which is under Taiwan's control. Soldiers fired anti-aircraft and machine guns in a simulation exercise. Now, compared to the rest of Taiwan, Dongyin lies just 16 kilometers from China's Fuzhou city.
North Korea has been seen positioning vehicles at Sunan International Airport, located in its capital city of Pyongyang, the same place where the North attempted to test its new ICBM, Hwasong-17, on Wednesday, but failed. South Korea's military reportedly said the missile exploded at some point below an altitude of 20 kilometers. Citing a commercial satellite image, 38 North, a research program at a Washington-based think tank, said that just a day after the launch, the regime positioned around 50 vehicles at both parallel runways at the Sunan airport and in the airfield in between. It said the presence of so many vehicles is unusual and that this likely involves cleanup efforts. Also on Friday, Voice of America News reported that the North is showing signs of preparing for a military parade. It said a satellite image taken on Wednesday shows troops at the parade training ground of Medium Airport in Pyongyang.
Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan is facing the worst crisis of his political career ahead of the crucial no-confidence vote, which is scheduled to take place on the 21st of March. A total of 24 lawmakers have decided to leave Imran Khan's party. They have threatened to vote against the Prime Minister. And in a last-ditch attempt to save his government, Khan met Pakistan Army Chief Qamar Javed Bajwa. The meeting is speculated to have revolved around the recent political developments in the country. The Pakistan Prime Minister has also called for a meeting of his party Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's political committee. The meeting, which is expected to review the fast-changing political situation in the country, will take place later today.
India reported a total of 2,075 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of infections to 4,30,04,005, while death count rose to 5,16,281 with 71 fresh COVID-related fatalities, according to data released by the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Saturday morning. According to the Health Ministry, the daily positivity rate has fallen to 0.35%, while the weekly positivity rate is 0.42%.
From a statement from the South Carolina Department of Corrections, who informed the South Carolina Attorney General today that the department is now able to carry out an execution by firing squad as required by law. The legislation became law last May. It makes the electric chair the state's primary means of execution, while giving inmates the option of choosing death by firing squad or lethal injection if those methods are available. Now, the capital punishment facility at Broad River Correctional Institution has been renovated to include the capacity to perform an execution by firing squad. Protocols have been written, and the department is ready to carry out an order of execution by firing squad if the inmate chooses this method.